Bonsoir. Hello Thomas, encore un vinyle de trop, monsieur Hahaio. Hello Zelvia. Hello Steven. Hey, you're in for it. Hello driver Dirk. Ryan, hello. Hello Frank. Thank you Frank and Thomas for leaving the usual opening tips in the coffee jar, supporting the stream every week. Thank you guys so much. Merci beaucoup KS. Starting with a sort of contrast. Hello Jim. Hopefully you're in for the music, huh? You're welcome. Hello France Bizarre, Jason. Cold Alberta. Coldness has come back here as well. Bonsoir Sean, our lovely moderator and Discogs Links Supreme. Hello Stefan, yes, Mike Ratledge. I'm gonna talk a little bit about this. Not necessarily the most loud voice behind Soft Machine, but a crucial one. Founding member, childhood friend with Robert Wyatt, David Allen. Salut Francis. Hello Spiderland. 808. Hello Steve. So while we're celebrating Mike Ratledge with a little portrait of his, I like to start with the work of someone else, another synth prodigy. Hello Dabist. Salut Magic Darber. Belows is awesome. Hello Marcos. I do agree with you. I was about to say I don't disagree with you, but why use a double negative, huh? Hello S of 10's victims. 1876. So we're opening with an old EP from Alessandro Cortini. Alessandro Cortini has done some amazing hookla synthesizer albums in the past 10-15 years, and he's been the synth guy in Nine Inch Nails as well. And this is a one-off project of his called Slumberman. I'm gonna show you this tube in a moment. Hello Tal. Ophel. Troiners. Hello. Hello everyone. Yeah, a cheap record. So there was no cover to this. This is a white label. Slumberman, Dirty House, Alessandro Cortini. It came out, I don't remember exactly when, maybe 10 years ago or so. So yeah, the keyboard, the synth guy actually in Nine Inch Nails since 2008, 9, something like that. And yeah, this is a super raw
distressed, strained,
record. And talking about
nesting,
Riddles of the Sphinx.
in the nest, comfort, effort, at the breast, at rest, resting, take leave, take moss, be close, be clasped and cleft.
Hello, can shield the ends.
Nesting, acquiesced, memory.
I guess a lot of the homages
dispossessed
to Mike Ratledge
trusting
were going to focus on Soft Machine, but
make grieve, morose.
He left Soft Machine
subject to conquest
in 1979.
Object to incest. Nesting from the nest.
And this was his first solo venture after that in 1977.
From the breast. Caressed. Hurting. Bleeding.
That has happened, Francis.
It was as obvious as it was oblivious. Brooding.
But maybe not tonight, we'll see.
Be close. It was as plain as it was pain. Make love. Make grieve. Marries. Mothers and another's. Mysteries. Nesting.
Riddles of the Sphinx. This is not a reissue. This was the soundtrack to a feminist experimental movie from 77. And this was never issued until Modern Music released that in, when was that? Let me see. 2013, 12 years ago. There's 2 copies available of this on Discogs currently.
But I did mind very much.
It is a sold out record.
I minded more than very much. I minded more than I could ever have dared.
Only one pressing.
Mind the door, mind the glass, mind the fire, mind the child. I never minded the warmth. I minded the need. It was needed to have minded, I used to say,
Beautiful.
but was it needed to have minded more than very much? More than I could ever have dared.
The vocal deals with Oedipus. Just wanted to play some more of it, by the way. Hello, Nictronic. Yeah, Piano Magic. Obviously influenced by the music like that. Broadcast as well with the org. Oh, and I see that Gidget here loved the Misha Lopko album from last week. Hello, Raf. Yeah, Andorra's Revenge. I bought it when it was released, mostly because I was following the label Mordant Music, who released that Shackleton record that I played a couple of weeks ago. There you go. Here it is. Salut Compare Vinyl. But you already know everything about Maurice Spring Hill Gym, don't you? You don't need me for that. I do have the first or second solo album of Maurice, but that's another story. Cheers, Jeffrey. Hello, John. Hello Nathaniel. Françoise Hardy. You don't need me for Françoise Hardy either. You have these things. Hello Thorsten. Thank you Thorsten for leaving a tip during the week. Merci beaucoup. Salut Billy Bob. Oh. Let's see. Yeah, one copy left of this on Discogs. The same, both were at the same price. But this is a record that was at one point very hyped, and all copies disappeared. There were 2 copies left at a reasonable price, considering. Well, but yeah, I guess it won't last too much. Thank you, Revenge, Andora's Revenge, for leaving a very nice tip in the coffee jar as well. Merci beaucoup. Hello Goubins. Hello Rich. Salut Zeb. Yeah, Mike Ratledge again. Riddles of the Sphinx. Really, really cool soundtrack. Performed with equipment designed by Dennis Irving. Voice of Mary Maddox. So it's basically 10 sequences. The movie, I've seen it years ago. It's very interesting. It's experimental in a very cinematographic way. So I would engage you to give it to check it out a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, maybe that's ouais, salut H. Kind of. Yeah, exactly. Seeking a thread. Next, I'm gonna play one of my favorite records from last year. The record I've listened online quite a while. That I just finally got from an artist that might come to play at the music festival me and Niels are putting together with a lot of help from other people in last week of June at the Tumult Music Festival. I'm right in the middle of booking all this. We've already got like 5-6 artists there. It's gonna be pretty wild. Hello Christopher. Nice to see you. Hello Ivan. Yeah, this is the most like there's only one track like that. I like it, but there's all these tracks with the over voice off as it was written on the cover, and there's more ambient tracks, more like proggy tracks. It's just a really, really great record that when it was released, I remember like no one really paid attention to it for quite a while. You could find this for nothing, and because it came out on this like electronic quasi-industrial experimental label, Mordant Music, which is a great label, by the way. Go seek out a little bit, check out the discography of the label. Hello PPG. That's the one. That's literally the one we're listening to. Hello, Marius. So weirdly enough, if you look at the description of that record on Discogs, it doesn't mention jazz. And I understand why. But yet, hello, Vinyl Stockholm. I was supposed to come and maybe meet you today in the city. Too much work on the festival that, like, I'm sorry, man. It will be soon, though. Well, sometimes we have to be patient. Sometimes it's cool. You can find all these records for cheap right now, like this one. Garth Erasmus, Threnody for the Coast in Khoisan. The whole album is basically an homage to Milford Graves. Or maybe not the whole album, but yeah. And this was recorded in Cape Town, South Africa between 2010 and 2023. So it's a long ongoing work. It was released last year on Tal, Düsseldorf label. Melding self-built instruments with electronics and voice. It's absolutely wonderful. There are tracks like that that have, as you can hear, a sort of spiritual jazz element, but with something, this motoric device behind, musical device, obviously self-made. And then there are tracks a little bit more like the one that is about to come here. That is wonderful, and where you get more of the percussive aspect that is a sort of echo to Milford Graves. There is a literally track called "The Ascension" of Milford Graves.
My all time in this Koi movement.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah.
We're coming on long now, baby.
There you go. Well, this one is still available because people haven't noticed it too much. Hello, Queen. Hello, I'm the Dead.
Because they have become part of this gender violence. They are patriarchs.
I don't know that. I will check it out, Ivan. Thank you.
Because I want to bring them out.
Thank you, Gubins, for leaving a tip in the coffee jar. Merci beaucoup. Much appreciated.
This is now the second time. The second time? Second time.
This game
This
with
motherfucker
this inner sleeve, like with some of the text
and I can't be in the companies anymore.
and some of his artwork.
I have to stand up. Like Lisbeth Salander. Can you look at Lisbeth? Lisbeth, you know what? She's my all-time. I'm a fan of hers. I'm a little bit like that. I like those kind of figures, woman figures. Strong, feisty. Also like our mothers. Like our mothers. We don't stand shit. We can stand up. The girl child, a young woman, will start saying no. It was not happening. But the guys also. But that's how our men have also been emasculated. That's the word, emasculated. Through slavery. So they're using it important to us.
Yeah, but I think it's still available at the label, so you might get it at a distributor, or you might get your shop to order it. There you go. Yeah, nice, Ed. Hello, Giancarlo. Hello, lad. Well, I guess. Well, yeah, usually quiz night, music quiz at bars is like. I hope it was not just music, but maybe like all sorts of questions, because otherwise that means you probably listen to a whole lot of like Oasis and stuff like that, huh? Yeah, this is very sort of primitive in all the best ways. Hello, DJ Soki. Huh? In 2 months now. Wow, thank you. Much appreciated. Hello, Marty. Nice to see you. I always wondered what your avatar is, what kind of machinery that is. If you took it to the full end logic of it, and this is a piece of your vehicle. Oh.
A blessing for you.
Yo, that was beautiful, but I like the way you that ding. I could relate to that. We're coming.
Now, something quite special. Francis here wanted some cheap records. This one is not necessarily that, but I guess just getting it is a cheap way to enhance your life, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, so we're now into like experimental, avant-garde, modern classical music for sure. This is a piece by Toru Takemitsu. You also got pieces by Mark Ishii, Masahiko Sato. The packaging is insane. All these inserts relate, like 10-inch inserts related to the cosmos and the music inside of this. Then music parts, different music parts. Everything in Japanese, but for once there is actually an English translation of most of the notes. Yeah, this is pressed in Japan. This is an exercise in sparseness, obviously, but look at this. This is a record. And biographies from back then. This record is insane, and shown here. Yeah, gives you some of the details. The inside, even the insides of the gatefold. Love it. It's super heavy. It's a double LP. I discovered this in Japan. First time I was there, I went to a disc union store specialized in classical music in Tokyo, and asked them for Toru Takemitsu records, and they had none in the shop. But they told me, "Wait, can you wait 15 minutes? We'll go in the storage," because like back then no one was interested in this apparently. And they came back with quite a few, so I was very happy. And this one, that only featured one track by him, And I wasn't aware of that record back then, and I couldn't listen to it in the shop. And it was $100, and I was like tempted by the object, but I was like, yeah, and I left it. And ever since I regretted it. So now I got it, full, complete, and in great condition, and for essentially the same price. Yeah, even a little bit less than the price from back then. So I wish I had that earlier in my life, but yeah, I was supposed to get it today, Ryan. So, but the mail fucked up. So next week. Yeah, press in Japan, of course. Yeah. I haven't cleaned it yet. But it's it's still, it's not. I wouldn't call it surface noise, or yeah, maybe very light one. Yeah, it's not too intrusive. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not. Yeah. No, I just EQ'd a little better today. It's so, like, the cold here, it affects everything as well. So I'll let it bleed into the next track, so you get like a little feeling, because yeah, Makato Shinao Ora. Oh yeah, the Makishi track. Yeah, maybe I'll play some more next week. But admittedly, yeah, this is really avant-garde music. So I'm happy to see there's that half of the audience hasn't like just vanished. But there's always a corner to turn. But this had been a grail of mine for a long, long time. So I'm I'm stoked with this. Oh, nice, Marius. Yeah, I'll show you the cover again, Rich, because the cover is so. And you see, it's pretty thick, and yeah, it's a heavy, heavy record. There'll be some more Japan visiting tonight, by the way. Oh yeah, that's good. The one with the white color and the green. Hello, Pascal Dode. Well, it did for me, huh? It took me, I guess 10 years to get. And now I'm gonna introduce you to One of my absolute favorite records ever. I had to buy it 3 times to get a clean copy of it. It's difficult, but it does exist, as you can hear. This is a pure drone record. Really dark, but... Oh, I'm already getting goosebumps. This record is known for being noisy. As you can hear, this is fine. So I had to talk. Every time a new copy turns up online, I ask the seller to play test it, play grade it. And this time he told me, well, it's VG Plus because there's 4 clicks on it. He literally had counted them. And he even had made a digital copy to just make sure and to count and to see them on the, the sine wave. And I must say that he didn't lie. I mean, that would have been stupid, huh? Sumac by Jonathan Colclough and Andrew Scholk. Jonathan Colclough is specialized in like field recordings and feedback music. Andrew Scholk, well, master of the cymbal. He's playing the cymbal here, as you can hear. Yeah, absolutely, Stefan. On the Philips Prospective series. Maybe I'll play some of that next week of another Japanese compilation that's not the Philips one. Oh, there'll be some clarinet tonight. Well... So as you can hear, with all the issues with hearing this through the internet and through all of this, sounds pretty clean. And I tell you, like, yeah, so there is hope. Jeffrey, yes. I would consider 90% of experimental audio research here, Sonic Boom with Kevin Shields from Marble de Valentine, Kevin Martin from Techno Animal, The Bug, God, and Eddie Prévost from AMM, Drone Music. Hello, Chris. I have all the well, all the ear records here, and some and most AMM. Wow. Yeah. But no one really. It's not like a record that is necessarily highly sought. I think it should. The artwork is very minimal, but very effective. There's a CD version of that as well, but aren't we crazy? Yes, I do. Well, unfortunately, most of God records are only on the CD, at least the best ones. So you hear these sounds that kind of evoke maybe sounds from a harbor, Yeah, this is mostly done through just playing with a bow, the cymbal. Yeah. I agree. Yeah, but as you can hear, just be patient for this one. Here's the label, by the way, of the Piano Space record, Piano Cosmos. If someone considers this morbid music, I would kind of agree. But just picture yourself. Yeah, I mean, there's so many settings to listen to that music that will be very, very effective. Ooh, that's a record by God, by the way, that Nathaniel is referring. Yeah, well, take a chance. So yeah, definitely not a jazz record. But if you're into drone music and you're not scared of a little bit of darkness, I would say, then this is just no freaking way. Are you serious? You must be joking, Marius. If you're not, then we're in deep shit. Next track is gonna add some levity, though. That's insane. Oh well. Both ways, yeah. Let's try that a little bit. Hello, Michael. This is insane. This is a very, very strange Marius, but well, I guess we know what's going on. And then someone has noticed something. Yeah, pretty good, huh? And that's the beauty with vinyl records. This game. little less darkness here, more eerie. So let's ramble a little bit now, okay? The abyss, looking at the abyss is looking at you. What is this next record gonna do? It's not a cheap one, but not. You can find copies. Plus, there's reissues of it. The next one, and well, more traditional in a way, but also, you know. Yeah, this record is just pure mayhem, in my opinion. As is this one in a complete different way. Yeah, I guess so, Marius. Steve Davis, are you here? So let me introduce you, if you don't already know, to the Jack Wilson Quartet, featuring Roy Ayers. This is the stereo version. There is a mono version, but this is the original one. There's a British pressing as well. It's interesting how the cover tried to kind of whiten him a little bit. This is a composition by Ornette Coleman, by the way, but like the piano playing here combined with the vibes, just hello, Norov. Nice to see you. it up, Stunty. Bah, la macabre, hein, ouais. There's also a composition by John Coltrane, Oliver Nelson, J.J. Johnson. Hello, Steve. The previous record was definitely for you. Hello, Auguste. Oh, did you know that one I played? It's just insane how the bass is only doing this one thing for the whole track. The drums is just following, giving a track. And yeah, well, Roy Ayers and Jack Wilson, they just do their stuff, and a little bit like in the same fashion as a track like Hat and Beards, Eric Dolphy on Out to Lunch. It all falls back to the main theme together. That's the shoegaze part of you, Dom. Yeah. It's a fun cover as well. Now we're going to go back to something a little more experimental. Oh, all right. Hello, Kabilaine, étoile. Hello, Johnny Tweet. Nice to see you live. So the record playing now, I love that record, and the packaging is interesting. I don't remember if it's a Dutch or a Belgian record. I guess we'll know very soon. This is Paul Timmermans, Paul A.R. Timmermans. Good luck, Sean. Well, there's also this. But this welded piece of steel on the cover, this is quite something. You know, some of this is a sort of homage to Jean Dubuffet. There's 200 copies of this, 1983. Yeah, it's like a private press. You got the notes in English, French, German, and Dutch. I'm not that big of a fan of hers, Nathaniel. I've seen her live a couple of times. It was alright, but yeah. Hello, Angela. I guess you could say that this is probably a sort of meditative piece. There's two long pieces and two shorter ones. They're all different. It's a cool little record. Cha-cha-cha, Greg. Yeah, it's lead and not steel, exactly. Which means I should be careful. And oh, thank you, Manuel. Manuel Gocho, thank you for leaving a tip in the coffee jar. Merci beaucoup. Yeah, that's if you like the stream tonight and you want to support the channel, this happening every week, or tip your DJ of the night, just go to the description of the video and like Kabilen Etoile just did as well, you can that's a great way to support the stream. This happening every week, and me getting all these records that sometimes you have to take a chance on. And yeah, it's like 25 to 30 records per week, so it doesn't have to keep the level that high, hopefully, if you see it the same way. Hello, Erwin. Yeah. That must be so eerie. If you just decide to embrace the musical nature of that experience, that must be amazing. Yeah, true that. Jensen from Biosphere. Hello, Nightmare. And yeah, obviously the thumbs up are or a cheaper way to support the stream. I don't know how it does support, but maybe I don't know. I hope you do enjoy that record. It's obviously the kind of piece we need to give it some thought. I'll be honest, I only needed a few seconds hearing that to think, okay, I need this. because obviously all these sounds are tuned. It's not completely random. There is an aspect of improvisation for sure, but there is a decision in how did he tune the devices, the metal parts that he decided to use. Next is one of these records that for people who are into avant-garde electronics, you might underlook, but that would be a mistake. As it is some pretty great compositions from a great composer that is now celebrated. So would you expect to find a sort of proto-techno track on a record with a cover like this? Yeah, well, if he was good at it, why not? Like, music finds its way. It does. I do spend a great amount of time when there's, for example, when there's a storm, I go out to listen to the wind, for sure. I have so many different trees here, so when there's a storm, like it's like a symphony. With especially in the fall, when at the end of the summer, when the leaves are more crackly. Yeah. Yes. So this compilation or this package features some great compositions by Alexandra Pierce and Ruth Lohman, but also two pieces by a third female composer, probably more famous, Laurie Spiegel. And yeah, I mean, here you go. This is drums, and yeah, this was composed in 1975. released in '83. Drums. This is the very first version of this. It has been. I think it does exist on a reissue of Laurie Spiegel's main opus. But the other track, which is like 15 minutes long, is exclusive to this. It's less rhythmic, it's more ambient. Beautiful as well, really, really beautiful. But this is fire, I would say. There you go. I love Susumu Yokota, but he also has done some boring records, Pinap, I think. He did a lot of stuff. So wait. Well. Thank you, 808. No carrot tonight. Thank you for leaving a tip in the coffee jar, 808. Merci beaucoup. And we're getting... midnight is coming as well, huh? Don't worry. I got you. Yeah, this is great. Ariel Pink, oh yeah, you want to run me some? Okay, you get 5, and then we're not gonna do it all night, alright? Ariel Pink, Haunted Graffiti. It's alright, it's alright. I don't need necessarily to own any. Oh, come on. Yeah, Chrisem. Expanding Universe is her like main record that was released in the early '81, I think, or something like that. It's amazing, absolutely mesmerizing. It's a single LP. There's a reissue of that as a free LP package that is amazing. I have it here somewhere, which features that track. But now you get it. Like, I mean, I've compared both, and pressing is amazing. Oh, strange but true and charming, for sure. Next record is an old favorite from the shelves that is quite dear to me as the musician. There was a pal of mine, and I mean, he's still alive. I just haven't seen him in a long time. Yeah, species appropriate meals for pigeons. Hello, Christopher. yeah, you can see it on the Instagram. Yeah, not anything that interests me, but I wouldn't. Yeah, it's decent. It's decent, I would say, but neither is too like. Yeah, I have my own folk songwriter singers. Stefan, that one was I got the first issue of that. It was released on vinyl for the first time after his death. But I would say most of his albums on Leaf Records are the best stuff. Yeah, I despise Oasis, Martin. Yeah, that was pretty great. I wouldn't know about that. I don't live in the US. I think no, they're overrated. Everywhere they are rated. Yeah, well, maybe sometime. There's something in this, huh? That can happen. That will never happen. So un peu de bignou. So here's a clue. Well, this is French, and there's a typical French instrument from Bretagne, French Brittany, the biniou, which is a nickname. And this is la bombarde, Jean-Louis Le Valjean, Gabi Kerdon Cuf from bombarde. This is basically, well, after the black, what do you call that? Like when the oil tankers, like the oil gets in the water, black something in the sea. This is after that, towards the new Brittany music, which is François Tusk, the French free jazz or jazz pianist, with Joe Maca, Carlos Andreu, Michel Mar, and a bunch of other musicians, essentially some musicians from Brittany here, with their biniou. This is a wonderful album, 1979. Yeah. Bye bye, bye bye, Dom. Yeah, this is easy in the best possible way. I agree. I agree with you. François Tusk, the mind behind this project, is, for me, with Michel Portal, he is the greatest French, or the true innovator and also pedagogue. He's still alive. He's still doing amazing stuff, and I can't imagine a single record of François Tusk not worth having. Well, I'm saying that there's a couple I don't have that I don't necessarily think I need because I got a few. I've seen him live so many times in bars in Paris, in cellars, like 5, 6, 7 people in the audience. He was a guest in my radio show, but he's a legend. He will play for an audience of 500 people, and he will also just like, yeah, just give me a couple of beers and he'll play at the bar. Yeah. Yeah, this is not an extremely rare record, but it is. I bought it like 25 years ago, if not more. Back then it was easy, but really, again, like on Le Chant du Monde, which is again the equivalent, for those who don't know, is the French equivalent of folkways for or you Americans? Well, Paul Simon's son just released an album with Vincent Gallo that I'm going to play next week. So I would start with that. Yes, Celtic for sure. Celtic mayhem. Anyway, for us French people, Compare Vinyl, France Bizarre, François Tusk, legend. Of course I do. I do love a lot of popular bands. See, 55 is not cheap, but it's not catastrophic. Caveau de la Huchette, that's a jazz club in Paris that has kind of become a tourist trap in a way, but it can still be decent. The real jazz club inside of Paris would be the Sunset Sunside. Yeah. But you know, that's always an interesting question though, Martin, I'll give you that. Like, what is a popular band? Like, if I say Nirvana, which is a band from my youth that I still think is inspirational for many reasons. Is that a popular band? Yes, but it's also a generational thing. I do like Cardi B. I have some records by Cardi B, by Missy Elliott, by Donovan, by the Beatles. No, no. That's some of the most tepid, boring music in the world for me. This is just insanity. Well, yeah, that's what I did, but a long time ago. Well, in his case, he's a good musician, Marty. So, look him up. Good boy, Christopher. Yeah, it is. I guess this is probably a very novel way to embrace jazz. Thank you, John Levinson and Giancarlo Benzina for leaving tips in the coffee jar. Merci beaucoup, Bo. Merci. Have a little bit of an objective tonight, as I know something might be lurking around the corner in terms of digging. And, yeah, I guess you could say so. That's pretty fair. That I agree with, Martin. Which is what I do here. No hierarchy between the new and the old. And we're gonna go to the new right after this. And there's like 6 tracks. We only listened to 2 and they're all on that level and all different. No problem. Merci, Giancarlo. I love your avatar, by the way. Yeah, I guess this is one of these true hidden treasures of jazz. Like, imagine if this was an American record from the 70s on a small label. This would be like a huge grail or like standard. By the way, Steven, Bobby Braden from the Field Mice, I think he saw you at an exhibition. I love the dissonance in this as well. It's pretty nice. Because there is an element of dissonance. And thank you, Marius. I believe it is Marius now who just left also another tip in the coffee jar. Merci. Yeah. Here's the bass that Marius loves so much, huh? This was released fairly recently, in the past 6 months, I believe. Hello Fabien. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, don't stick to your own taste in music. Open yourself, but yeah, don't care about what other people tell you to like. So this is an artist that has a pun in his artist name. This is Toulouse-Lautrec, Toulouse-Lautrec, the French painter. This is, what's his name again? I forget. Ah, well, he was the guy doing the electronics in Kreidler. And he now lives in France as some could recognize. This is the Parisian underground. Is this Julia? Wow, so this is Deep Düsseldorf lore, released on Tile Records, Stefan Schneider's label. Stefan Schneider, who was in Kreidler with I forgot his name. I'm so sorry. And yeah, this was released very recently. Hello LR, long time no see. Okay. Yeah, Soufflon Continu, great shop in Paris. And GK Flash, Justin Broderick from Godflesh, yeah. For me, this is almost like sort of left field club tools, like transitional stuff. And yes, there is a sort of like severed heads aspect to it. I can see that. I can buy it. Yes, indeed. Sean is the god upon the chat here. There's a couple of others. Hello, Daniel. Nice to see you. Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was uneven, that one, Christopher, but it had a couple of really, really good tracks. No, they're from Germany, right? Düsseldorf is in Germany. Hello, Andrew. Nice to see you live. And nice to see your daughter last week, I assume. Or was it the week before? Next is a cheapo. Huh? A cheapo. Also an not even underrated, like literally under the radar record. That is actually pretty cool. And we're gonna go back to jazz. Jazz-ish jazz. There's very little music that I like that has like a straight beat like that, but this is a nice album. Back to the vibes. yeah, oh no, I see what you're saying. So people trading trading medicine. What do you say? Like, what's the ordonnance? Ah ouais. So this is François Jeannot, French saxophone horn player, basically. And here with his Pandemonium band. Pandemonium was a solo an album of his that he expanded to a project with quite a few great musicians like Jean-Louis Chotan, also on sax and clarinet, Philippe Maté, also on sax, soprano though, Henri Texier on bass, François Couturier, Daniel Humer on vibes and drums, André Secarelli on the drums. Bass. That's fine enough. There you go. Well, it was a quite active week. As I was saying earlier during the stream, I'm now in the heat of the booking phase of the Tumult Music Festival, and yeah, it's quite exciting to see what we managed to get. Some stuff that I hope we'd get that didn't pan out, but like so many options. Huh? So if you guys want to see live music and would want a sort of exotic holiday in late June, come to Sweden. Hello Andreas, nice to see you. Hello Vinyl Ralphie. At the beginning maybe a little bit, yeah. Good digging. Cook Value 1. Devant rien du nom, ça, Yann. Ooh. Philippe Maté here, I think. No, Jean-François Jeannot, actually. I have some PTSD with booking Shackleton, Steve. But that could be an option. LR, the heartland of Sweden, in Sunne. It's kind of, if you draw a triangle between Oslo in Norway, Gothenburg in Sweden, Stockholm in Sweden, it's a little closer to Oslo. So it's kind of very central to Sweden, but it's beautiful nature. Check out the Instagram of Tumult Culture. Right. Soprano always stands out. The vibe kind of gives it a little bit of a library, I would say. The vibraphone. I know. Anyway, it's disco time now. Disco. We have a very inclusive take on disco. Huh? And this is an artist I'm actually currently heavily working on getting to the festival. Detroit techno legend. Probably the one of the very few who never sold out. I don't like to say that, like selling out, but in a lazy fashion, like you get me, hopefully. Yeah. Yeah, the first half of the 80s, I mean, there's a case to be made that this is where music is coming from. Yeah, I played that album a few months ago here. Oh well, I think then you will love this place is even more fantastic. Hey, Naomi. Looking forward to seeing you and the others at the festival. So this is Population 1. Population 1, aka Terence Dixon. This is one of his, maybe his only release on Metroplex, Juan Atkins' own label. So Juan Atkins coming clean, respecting new young blood, young Detroit blood, even if he's been around for a long time now. Not really, Jeffrey. Maybe sometimes he does, and he always goes back and forth. But if you listen to his early stuff, there was that commercial aspect as well. But maybe there's some stuff that you're referencing that I'm not necessarily totally aware of, or at all. Terence Dixon. It's an EP. It's called A Mind of His Own. Let's see if Sean here, Vinyl Dreamscape, can catch it. Population 1, A Mind of His Own. I mean, that's the challenge. That's your mission, Raph. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah. What's great, what I love about Terence Dixon under his name, Population 1, or under his real name, he's got all these like sort of idiosyncratic melodies. People were talking about ADHD earlier. This is, for me, this is ADHD music. Of course it has a groove. But these like very wonky, like skeletons of melodies there, I just, yeah, I'm a big fan of his. And experiencing this live on a big PA, wow. See? You rock, Sean. So you know how sometimes we have a sort of instrument theme on the stream. So tonight, I guess it's the vibes. I think it's the fourth record tonight, featuring vibes in a prominent way, and from someone we already listened tonight to. Marcos, thank you so much for leaving a tip in the coffee jar as well. What's going on? Yeah. Merci beaucoup. Slowly getting there, huh? Yeah. I love that record. Absolutely. That's also Terrence Dixon. Yeah, there's a lot, and not everything is great, but like a lot is. Yeah, see, these records are cheap, thankfully. I don't, LR. Hamburg is the city in Germany I want to dig so much that I never went to. Hello, Speaker's Corner. Nice to see you. Well, Detroit techno compared to others. Well, techno was born in Detroit. I will do a very, very, very short version. Basically, you had the DJ Electrifying Mojo, who was playing in like after hours the radio shows where he was playing a lot of European synth music, which inspired Juan Atkins to start his project Model 500, but also his first track, Cosmic Cars, that had some vocals, sort of like boogie electro. But I would say that Detroit techno is really grounded in the experience of Afro-Americans in industrial cities, and how music is a sort of like literate escapism, like we're being turned into machines, enslaved again, and the police is hunting us, basically. Like the whole, if you watch the Terminator, the first movie from '84, I believe this is like the most techno movie ever, in the sense of what it actually socially means. So it's basically about escaping, but escaping literally outside of Earth, which is why a lot of techno references science fiction and planets and all that. But yeah, like the originators, Derek May, Kevin Saunderson, Juan Atkins, there's some funky aspect to the music, but there's also, a sort of rawness and like naivete sometimes that is wonderful. Well, long story. Yeah, Toru, indeed. Waterscape on Red Seal. Like this is, I think this was only Japanese pressing. Some great stuff here. We're listening to Bryce for flute, 2 harps, marimba, and percussions, which is this one. This is a cheap record, by the way, but wonderful. Toru Takemitsu, probably, I would dare say, the most celebrated modern classical composer from Japan. There are others, but I mean, he started in the late 40s, early 50s, yeah. And his body of work is immense. He did a lot of film soundtracks also for the greats, Kurosawa, Ozu, all these. When I started my journey into his music, I thought it was just out of curiosity. And now I have something like 20, 25 albums of his. And I don't know if I need much more. There's some more I'm after, but yeah. The record has some static on it. Still, it's depressing. It's fine, but Somi Sato, yeah. Well, he's on the compilation I played earlier on the Cosmos piano one. Yeah, well, I guess Berlin would be one indeed. The other ones you cite here, I'm not sure. Yeah, Düsseldorf and Köln. Köln is the birthplace of pure electronic music, though. So, yeah, I would say that House was from Chicago a celebration of the body. So it has a more human element in a way. Not that techno is inhuman, but techno definitely is grounded in counterculture. No, I disagree, Marius. The sexual frustration and booty is house. Techno is not that sexual. But, I mean, that's my opinion. Sean here, who lives in Detroit, like, he probably has a take on that. Because there is sexual music from Detroit, obviously. Hello, Psych Derek. Here's the classic Metroplex logo from back in the 80s. This record was released, the Transix, in 2014. Yeah. Only reference Metroplex 41, so he doesn't release that many, obviously. Yeah, I did, Andrew. I played it earlier today. Yeah. Hello, Ultra Drums. Ooh, here's something special. Next one is also coming from the Far East or Far West, depending on where you find yourself in the world, and a cheap one. And I'm quite happy to finally be able to share that one. But until then, thank you, Andrew Lukoff, for nice coffee tip in the coffee jar. Merci beaucoup. Hello, William. Yeah, I would say so. Well, what sort of comedies, huh? All sorts. from Charlie Chaplin to more stupid stuff. I don't know. Oh, okay. One of my favorite comedy though. But is it only a comedy? It's like a big deal on the Belladonna Street, Italian neorealist comedy from early 60s with all the biggest actors of Italy back then. Sophia Loren, Marcello Mastroianni, Toto. Like, that's one of my favorite movies. Hello, Davey. Hello, Alex. Yeah, this is so beautiful. Thank you, Bobby. Oh, you're so kind, Bobby, for leaving a very nice tip in the coffee jar with a very nice comment. Yeah. So obviously this is from Japan. World standard. This is the original pressing. I think it's from 85. Yeah. Produced by Harumi Osono. With a very nice little leaflet here in beautiful paper. Yeah, there's really nothing like that track. Well, then it was the most beautiful funeral you ever attended to, Randy, I would assume. Well, World Standard has newer releases? I wasn't aware of that. Yeah. Fairy tale, like electronic music box, fairy tale music. This record wasn't love at first ear for me. Le train musical, the musical train. Like, this copy is pristine. I got it for like about like $15. Wonderful package. Oh yeah, that Adam Sandler one, yeah. Jacques Tati is an acquired taste. My dad loved him, my mom hated him. Ah, okay. like simple nature to that music, but that is transcended by these little quirks that round themselves around the main theme. It's a good movie, I agree. Not yet 2 hours though, huh? But it's been a fun stream so far, I hope. Armio Sono, who produces this from Magic Orchestra, his discography is so vast, and I don't love all his stuff, but this one is quite unique, I feel. And I think there's a reissue of that as well, but yeah, you can still find the original so cheap, so why not, huh? Here's a reissue or first-time vinyl issue. Like, amazing quality of something I never, or it wasn't on. Well, I didn't expect this to be reissued on vinyl ever, and I'm so grateful for that. Hello, Romuald. Hello, ST. Oh, by the way, always I remember you because of your avatar here on the Tumult Music Festival this year. We're gonna have Christer Bothén, Swedish bass clarinet jazzman who was the companion of Don Cherry when they went to Mali and Senegal in the 70s to learn about traditional music from there, and he's going to come to the festival to do a duo of kora, the drum, loof, guitar instrument from Guinea and Mali, and then add some clarinet bass as well to it. This is going to be absolutely insane. He's at the tail end of his run, so yeah. So this was originally released as a CD in the early 90s. Early mid-90s. This is Nocturnal Emission, Invocation of the Beast Gods. Oh, okay, no, 89, sorry, I should have been, because there's another one, reissue of his from this same label. So for me, Nocturnal Emission is a very, very important band from the industrial, post-industrial scene. I don't really like his early stuff. Uh, Basically, when he's still like industrial with beats, like up until 86, 87, I'm not that much into him. But everything he did after that, I love. He's also an artist. Sort of his own urban tribal art. Yeah, this was originally released as a tape, actually. Hello, Hatri. This is like pure post-industrial ambient bliss for me. Lots of track on that album. I'll let it play a little bit because you get these like really heavy atmospheres and that Nigel Ayers, the guy behind the band, like he well he really became a master of that by 88, I would think. And there was not that many people from that scene that were doing that thoroughly. So yeah, I would say that Nocturnal Emissions is probably the ambient industrial band above all the others. Yeah, Sterile Records, yeah, his label. But as you can hear, it's not just gloom, huh? I think so, Michael. I think, yeah, like especially up until like 86, 87, a lot of his music was like, it was closer to like Severed Heads. Not as good though, but still influential. Test Department, Bourbonese Squawk, all these bands. Actually, yeah, the album just grows and grows. This is beautiful. Yeah, this is for me one of the reissues of last year, but for sure. Yeah, Severed Heads, Ace. The first 4 albums, basically. After that, Yeah, I guess without the annoying vocals. Pas passif à Martial Solal. One of his very best albums, except it's not an album, it's a compilation. They say it's an album, but this basically compiles all the tracks from his contributions to these 10 inches he did for the library soundtrack label Musique pour l'image, MPI. But that's a cheap way to get some of his best 60s whiz jazz. I still want the original 10 inches, but this is a record you can get for like 12, 15 bucks. So just heat after heat after heat. Here was a nocturnal emission, and I guess that never did like this kind of soiled clear vinyl deserve. On this he plays the piano or the organ, so you get both worlds of his. With his classic trio with Gilbert Robert on bass and what's his name? Charles Bellonzi on percussion. So here's a little solo harpsichord track. I'm sure you can find a copy of this in the US fairly cheap. And most of this music is, by the way, improvised. With a lot of puns in... this is called Bille de Joie, which is a pun about fille de joie, woman of joy, or girls of joy, basically prostitutes. Now I believe I promised you some clarinet. More cheap heat. love this track. I wanted to play another one, but yeah, this is F. Gérard Errante. This is a sort of showcase of clarinet music, compositions for him. This is Adolphus Hallstork here with Lee Jordan Anders on piano, obviously. But I'll go back to another track of this. I mean, for me, when I see a record like that in the store, yeah, I will either check it, or if it's cheap, I will get it. And well, the great thing about it, well, you'll see, or hear, hopefully. Yeah, this was released in '88. And this is variance on the theme of Langston Hughes, an Afro-American poet who in 1942 created Jesse B. Sentry, comic spirit of Harlem. A character. So basically it's inspired, yeah. Yeah, that's I guess if you're not used to listening to that kind of music, maybe you won't notice, but that's all fair. But this is exceptional playing. Sort of a little bit of a Gershwin quirk here. Oh, this is beautiful. While we get into piano solo, I'll just turn around the record to play you another track of this quickly. There you go. There you go. So this is a composition by John Appleton, the developer of the Synclavier. So this is the endless melody for clarinet, process clarinet sound, and synclavier digital music system. Composed for F. Gerard Irente. The major thematic ID is a melody of substantial length, which combines a balance between novelty and redundancy, so that its repetition appears as a continuation. Huh. I struggle with that question. I'd say my favorite thing of from David Lynch, besides his cartoon about the black dog, is by far Mulholland Drive. Cheers, Dave. Yeah, this song is insane. The melody may be repeated as many times as the performer can sustain new timbral interest through traditional techniques and electronic processing of the song. The accompaniment is fixed and is intended only to support the melody. In this performance, the melody is played twice. First with acoustic clarinet and then with an IVL pitch rider pitch to MIDI interface and a Roland MKS synthesizer. I have. It's freaking difficult. Like it's not a. It's a very, very complex synthesizer. But I love it, and you can. This is a synclavier sound for sure. There you go. If you're really an obsessed, someone obsessed with electronic music, yeah, well, that track by John Appleton for F. Gerard Erante. It's a corner. It's not something. It's not one of the biggest pieces ever, obviously. But it's a new path. Thank you, Ashley. And this is typically the kind of records that you guys are so instrumental for, in the sense that I know about that record. And it's not necessarily an expensive record, but getting it, well, this is... when you come to help, like providing the grease in the machine, so that I can actually take the leap of chance to check this. There's a few that I don't even present, by the way, because it didn't pan out to be as interesting as I hoped it could be. So yeah, all the tipping that you guys and gals have the generosity to to provide is going straight into this kind of investigations. This one though, like it's just that it was far away. Like if I had found it in the shop, I would have gotten it. But I had to go to the US because it's a US release. Capsioni, I had never heard of that label. Capsioni Records. Now a track to get back in love with autotune. Huh? Yeah, probably my favorite autotune track from last year. Oh, I thought you were gonna give the link to the Ko-fi. So this is More Ease Strawberry Season album, which came out, I believe, on Living. Yeah, Living Records from San Francisco, I think. I believe this is a trance artist from New York. Not that it matters, but it's this kind of record. I remember it took me 2 or 3 listens to it online to really figure out, oh yeah, I need this, especially for this track. I don't really know how to describe this. This is a sort of hypnagogic ambient hyperpop. It's just confounding. I think, if I remember correctly, it was first released as a cassette. But then, yeah, this deserved a vinyl release. Yeah? Why not? That's a good point. No, but now my expectations for it are set. It took a little while to... Not necessarily on that track. That track was the one that made me revisit the whole album over and over. Because I sense some sort of greatness in this. But yeah. This is the black vinyl version. There's also a strawberry color variant, I believe. It sounds great, by the way. Okay. I keep it in the shrink right now because I need to buy more harder sleeves, by the way. Otherwise, that would have been gone a long time ago. So I hope you enjoyed tonight's stream. I had fun. I thought it was a fun selection, interesting. Of course I would. But I hope the feeling is somewhat mutual, and that this sets you off on the path of a great weekend. After, I will say, quite a terrible week here in Sweden. As if you followed the news, we had a horrendous event, the biggest and most horrid mass killing in Swedish history, so, or contemporary story at least. And yeah, this is weighing on the soul of everyone here, or so it seems. But yeah, as usual, music is is the cure for unwellness. Well, thank you, Christopher. It's a fun record, yeah. No problem, Daniel. Always appreciate you. Yeah, the reality. But yeah, I love contrast, and this is the contrast. So how would we appreciate all that if we didn't have also the reality? Love this. All right, everyone, have a nice end of the day. Leave a thumbs up, leave a comment if you haven't, if you're watching this whenever. And yeah, more coming. Leave a tip if you really enjoyed tonight's stream, if you haven't. And the tail end of the track, of the record. Oh, that's cool, Angela. Yeah. It's a freaking great album, I tell you. Especially if you like creative auto-tuning. Salut Francis. Je sens que tu vas être le premier à quelque chose, hein. Yeah, sorry, by the way. Thank you, Bobby, Andrew, Marcos, Marius, John, Giancarlo, 808, Manuel, Kabilane, Gubins, A Revenge, Gidget, and Thomas, Torsten, Ryan, and bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye.